Hello everybody, I am doing another Toy Biz review for my second week of Halloween, and it is Judge Death, and he's a pretty cool figure. He's part of Toy Biz's Legendary Heroes line, and I guess it was like their last limb, and I think at that point they lost their rights to Marvel stuff, and then Marvel switched over to Hasbro. And, you know, Hasbro, they're doing their Marvel Legends stuff, which are looking pretty good so far. And so I'm just doing this figure, which was part of their Legendary Heroes review. This is for what's his face? Judge Death. No, it's Judge Death. Judge Dredd is his this guy's an enemy. This guy, he's pretty famous, I guess. He has his own comic book now called Judge Death, Judge Dredd. Anyway, he's a pretty bad dude. I just want to show you his face sculpt, and I hope that I can like get good lighting for you. That is just a scary face sculpt. I never display this guy because he, no joke, scares me. Just that smile, just, oh, and his teeth are this like pearly white, and it just adds to the freakiness of the figure. He has some very nice shoulder pads. He has a pterodactyl on his right shoulder pad. Don't know if you can make that out, but it's pterodactyl. And he has a little bit of a bone kind of one right here for his left shoulder pad. His knee pads are basic, you know, Judge knee pads. But his elbow pads are kind of like finger kind of bones. His little badge, that looks really good. It's kind of goldish, which adds a bit of detail to it. It's pretty cool, and he has silver lettering of death. Sorry if I have the hiccups right now, but anyway, he has a green belt with a little skull with bat wings and like a horn coming off of it, kind of skull for his belt buckle, which is really cool. As you can see, he's wearing no shoes. So yeah, Judge Death, he just likes to feel the moss and the mud in between his toes. You know, he rolls that way. The figure looks really nice. He's very well detailed. I don't know if you can tell this, but in his around his coat and his back, you can see all this like bone kind of detailing. Like he's extremely skinny. This guy, he reminds me of a Slender Man, because he's just so tall and skinny, and it's just freaky. This is by far ranking up the scare factor from Dracula Donatello. Comparison to this, nothing. His really nice figure. I don't know how well it's picking up on my camera, all his colors, but his main clothing is a blue, like a really light blue and dark in some areas. These are coming up as yellow, but they're like a really, not really bright, but like kind of like a yellowish green. Don't know how else to say it. He has like that green zombie-ish skin, which is pretty nasty if you ask me. He has a nice helmet. I like it a little bit more than Dredd's, and he has a little gate around his eyes instead of a visor, and it's not removable. I know you may think it's removable, but it's not. He came with, I think, oh yeah, I know he came with. He came with a leg of Gorilla Man or something, or whatever. I would bring it up here, but I don't want to run around and look for it and grab it. But it was one of the Connect figures. I didn't buy any more of the Wave. I know I completed Pit, but but I didn't complete the Wave that this guy's from. Sorry about that hiccup. One of the things that that plagues the Judge fit figures, and this happened to my Judge Dredd fit figure as well, his shoulder pad. It's very poorly glued in, and if you're messing with him, putting him in poses and such, it can really screw your fit figure up, and he'll lose his shoulder pad. And, you know, I would recommend putting some glue in there, or some lacquer, and it'll make it, or some clear finger polish. You know, it'll make it stay in there a lot better. You know, let it harden, put in there, or you can just glue it. Don't really care. It's your figure. Very nice figure. Lots of detailing. Brilliant paint job. I don't know if you can tell this, but he has phenomenal painting in his clothing and such. And I just want you to look at his hands. Just look at his hands. His hands are creepy. I mean, his fingers are long, bony. They're kind of like my hands. Anyway, so for articulation, head's on a ball joint, so it can go up and down, about that far up, that far down. It can almost go 360 if it wasn't blocked by this shoulder pad. His arm can go about that far up without being blocked by his pterodactyl shoulder pad, and then it can go about that far around and can go 360, go up there, straight, forward, back, all that jazz. His elbow is on a double pad, but so it can go about there. So yeah. Anyway, wrists can go down, up, but it can't really go up that far, but it can go 360 around. And hands can go. It's a 3 trigger finger split, which I always think is funny because you more or less needed that on the Judge figure. Judge Dredd, they're both judges, so I want to say that. You need that more on the Judge Dredd figure instead of on this guy, because this guy, he comes with no accessories except for the leg. No guns, nothing. Why do you need it? He's death. He's one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. So yeah, it can go kind of up, not really up, but it can go down. Oh, it didn't really show you. It can go down. The trigger, and it makes a little nice trigger finger. So I wish I brought down my Dredd figure so I could show you how, if he can hold the gun. I don't know. I haven't checked. Anyway, he has an ab crunch, and it can go like back, like Judge Dredd just broke his spine or someone. Woo! And there goes his shoulder pad. You see, it's not on there very well at all. Anyway, and so legs, they can go a little bit under 90 degree. They can go up about that far. Anyway, his knees are on a double knee joint. So yeah, and about that far, and they can't go forward at all. So it's awesome because you don't get to have all those weird poses where like he just broke his leg. They can go out about that far, so you could say he's kicking someone. And then his feet can go down that far. They can go up about that far. And then they can rotate about that far. And then they have toe articulation, so you can have him in all those epic poses where he has his foot slightly back. And so yeah, very nice sculpt, very nice sculpt. I haven't seen this fit figure much around, mostly because I haven't checked for him, because I own him and I haven't seen him when I'm looking for other stuff on the internet. You can probably find this fit figure, I'm guessing, hoping. He was in the later waves, and I think it was the last wave of Legendary Heroes that he was in. And, very nice figure. He's excellent to go with your Judge Dredd. You have to have this figure to go with your Judge Dredd. And he's a very nice sculpt. I will never display this guy because he is just that freaky. I want to zoom out. Oh, zooming in. Anyway, he's that much of a freaky character. I don't really want to display him mostly because of that reason. This guy, he's scary, he looks zombified, just all freaky. And he's a nice figure. One little gripe, though, but this is on all the Judge figures, and it's even in the comics. His knee pads are big on his leg. That's how he looks in the comic books, but it's just a little critique. They got comic book accuracy very well down. It was amazing how much comic book accuracy they put in this figure, which is very nice, because I've only read like one or two issues of this guy, so I can't really tell you that much about his storyline. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you think you want this guy, go after him. He's a fun little piece. He's not a must-have. He's a must-have if you have your Dredd figure. You have to have this guy if you have a Dredd figure and you want to display him with your Dredd figures. Not Dredd figure, it's Dredd figure. He comes with no accessories. I don't know if he uses guns in the comic books. I haven't read very many. Hopefully one of you can tell me. So that's pretty much it. Very nice figure, very nice paint job. Sorry that I'm not usually doing it with my hands. I'm trying something different right now. If you guys like it, please tell me. If you have any ideas on how to make my videos better, please tell me. If you like this video, please press like. Don't know why I couldn't say that. Please press like. Don't if you didn't. And please watch all my videos. View this guy. Check this guy out. And all y'all have a great day.